What's up YouTube, this is GroudonEmpire and I am back for another episode of my Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire rating Battle Spot single laddering series, and right now this episode is going to be Mega Altaria Team Part 2. If you are interested in a little team summary regarding this team, my thought process when building the team, definitely check out Part 1. Because in the beginning, I have a little team summary, breakdown, whatever you want to call it, and then after that, I start with battles, and Part 1 has 1 game, and I do a minimum of 6 games in Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. This is a 3-part mini-series, part of my Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire laddering series. So if you're interested in all 6 battles, definitely check out Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. If you're interested in the team summary specifically, definitely don't forget Part 1. And if you're interested in other Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire rating Battle Spot single laddering content, check out the link in the description to the playlist. I've used different Mega Evolution based teams so far, and I only have one more ORAS Mega that I'm going to cover. I'm not covering Latios, Latias, and Mega Salamence unless I get like some crazy amount of sudden like eruption of likes or something, or subscribers or whatever, because Mega Latios, Latias are extremely hard to get, and Mega Salamence, I don't want to use Mega Salamence. I just don't. I just don't. I'm sure if you watch my videos, you've already seen enough Mega Salamence. I just don't want to use Mega Salamence. And with all that out of the way, I'm going to press the challenge button. We have 5 battles left to do with this Mega Altaria team. This episode will probably have 3 or 2 depending on the time. If we hit 25, if we hit 20 after the first 2 games, then I'm not going to be doing a 3rd battle. If we are less than 20, I'm going to be doing a 3rd battle. We found our first opponent at 1669, and right now we're sitting at a nice 1733 points. Who cares about the points? I just want to do well, play well, and if I play well, I'm happy. As long as I'm using a nice, good enough team, right? Anyways, we see our opponent's team, and right from the get-go, I can tell you right now, Altaria puts in work. Altaria can set up versus the Raikou. Altaria can destroy the Raikou. Altaria can destroy that frog. It walls to hell and back that Hydreigon and the Blaziken. Altaria, this is Altaria's kind of team. However, Aegislash Cresselia is a huge issue and very legit. They're probably going to end up bringing Aegislash and Cresselia, so that's a problem. That's a huge problem, actually. Gigantic. Like seriously, like gigantic. What I can do is, that's a potential stash Greninja, like maybe. I can't take my chances. So what I will do is I'll start off with the Garchomp because he might bring the Greninja actually. I'll have Altaria because I just told you what Altaria does to this team. But Aegislash Cresselia, those two are enough to give me enough troubles because they're just amazing together. And I don't have a Hydreigon to do. I don't have a... What? I have a Hydreigon. Hello? Okay, so Garchomp, Hydreigon, and Altaria. What is wrong with me? I was going to... Alright, okay, alright, this is good. I was going to use Magnezone, but Magnezone, I don't want to eat a Flamethrower or a Focus Blast or a Low Kick or a Flare Blitz or whatever from the other opponents, so alright, Garchomp, Hydreigon, and Altaria. I like this a lot. I can't switch out from Garchomp to Hydreigon though when it comes to that Greninja, but I'm going to be using this team. I'm only letting this timer count down a little bit so you guys can just keep in mind your opponent's team. Remember the opponent's team. I don't take pictures, so I have to remember it by looking. And yeah, so Garchomp, Hydreigon, and Altaria. Let's see what happens. So I understand some guys are probably going to be like, just press the darn confirm button, man. But look, I need to remember the team, alright? So I'm going to look at the team. I can take a picture, write it down as well, but that's probably not going to be good for me if I can't do it fast enough, and I'm commentating. So I have to do something to help me out here, I can write it down on my own time, But like, again, we have 2 minutes, so there's nothing wrong with it. There's legit nothing wrong with it. Nobody needs to get all whatever on me, Anyways, I'm going to start off with the Rock Tomb just to see if he's Scarfed or not. And if he is Scarfed, I want to lower his attack, his speed. Okay, I just hope I don't break. Okay, I don't break. I don't get flints. I just hope I do break. What am I saying? I got a crit. Ooh, that's nice. That's sick. That's sick. I predict a Cresselia switch in. I'm going to go for Stealth Rock. Cresselia or an Aegislash. Something. One of those Pokemon. Cresselia, okay, I was right with my first. I was definitely right with my first. And what I can do now is I can go into No, it's not a good idea to actually go into Hydreigon, actually. What I will do is I will just end up Rock Tombing. Because I don't want him to paralyze my Hydreigon switch. He probably is going to predict that. So I'm going to Rock Tomb and see what's going to happen. I know this is going to do nothing when it comes to damage. See, yeah, he went for a Thunder Wave, so that's why I'm using my Rock Tomb. And I don't really have a reason not to go for more Rock Tombs, so I'm just going to use Outrage. Or should I? No, he's going to kill me with an Ice Beam, so I'm going to go for an Outrage, because I predict him to kill me with an Ice Beam this turn. Because again, I'm not going to switch out into something. He's going to predict that. And I mean, I'm not going to switch out into anything because again, he has that Hydreigon. He's going to switch into, take the Dark Pulse, and then what? Then nothing's going to happen. And we're not going to be having a good time anymore. So I don't want that to happen because that would stink. That would really, really stink. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go out into my Hydreigon. And I'm just going to drop a Draco because I can. I want to drop a Draco. Or should I drop a Dark Pulse? See, I don't know what I should do. I want to do damage calc. I really don't know what I should do. Hydreigon versus Hydreigon. UU Choice Scarf, even though that doesn't... No, man. Cresselia, what's wrong with me? Something is definitely wrong with me. Alright, so Dark Pulse only does 50%. How much does a Draco do? Come on, damage calc. Don't do this to me. Draco Meteor, sweet. Nope, Draco's not a good move at all. At all. Actually, you know what? I can drop a Draco. I'm going to drop a Draco. And I hope my opponent doesn't do anything crazy. Like paralysis or something along those lines, because I think that would be insanity. Now if I can get a crit here, I might be in really, really good shape actually. But you know what, if I can switch out into, I'm going to predict him to use Moonlight, and I'm going to switch out into Altaria. Okay, I'm going to switch out into Altaria, and then I'm going to Mega Evolve so I can switch out into Hydreigon, come in and out freely as I choose. Alright, so he does do that. He does use the Moonlight. And I need to switch out into Hydreigon next turn and just keep on Dark Pulsing. That's what I have to do. Well, actually, I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to go for a... Dragon Dance? Do I want to go for a Dragon Dance? I feel like I want to, actually. Not gonna lie here. Okay, let's see what a Mega Altaria does. I am Jolly, so I have to make sure to change that on the damage calc. Man, this Pokemon is so bulky. Come on, I have 252 attack. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong, fam? What's wrong? Anyways, return at +1, what does that do? I feel like I'm bulky enough to just start Dragon Dancing. So you know what? I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and Dragon Dance. Because again, I need to Mega Evolve. And if I'm paralyzed, Ice Beam is gonna do meh. Well, I'm super bulky to begin with, so I don't have to worry about Ice Beam, I think. And then if I get paralyzed, I mean, I'm bulky. So unless he gets a double para, I can win 1v1. I can Dragon Dance all the way. Sky is the limit. See how bulky I am? My bulk is insane. Now, I have to go for another Dragon Dance if I want to win. My opponent has the Thunder Wave. That's my opponent's best move right now. If they don't Thunder Wave, he's giving me the game. Thunder Wave, Thunder Wave, Thunder Wave. Yes, he Thunder Waves. Thunder Waves. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to Roost up. Because I can. What, he's going to Ice Beam? Okay, that's interesting. If I get double parried, I lose. No, yes. If I get double parried, I lose. Or if he gets a higher roll, hopefully he doesn't get a higher roll, that would stink. Did he get a crit? No? He got a high roll. Well, I just lost this game. I lost this game. I lost this game. That sucks. That really does. I mean, maybe I can come back, but I doubt it. If I start off with the Magnezone, I feel like I would have been in better shape. No, I don't know. Well, to tell you the truth, though, the first one did 52, and then the second one also did 52, right? I'm gonna keep on using Draco. He's gonna use Ice Beam. Yeah, he's gonna kill me off with the Scarf Hydreigon. So I lose this game. I just don't want to forfeit. But yeah, I get paralyzed anyway, so it doesn't matter. If my opponent didn't get a higher roll than 52, like they did that last, why is he using Thunder Wave? He probably wants to finish it off with, like, I don't know, whatever Pokemon he has. Then I would have actually been in good shape, actually. Like, my Hydreigon, not my Hydreigon, man. My Altaria, if it only got 52 damage rolls from the opponent's Ice Beam, I could have roosted up, and if I didn't get double parried, I could have kept on roosting up. And that would have been good. Eventually, if I didn't get double parried, I could have kept on roosting up until I got enough health. And I'm just gonna use a Draco. Hope my opponent doesn't do anything silly. You. Why is my opponent killing our time? Next time I'm just gonna forfeit, because that was just pathetic. That was useless. That was just a waste of time. I should have just forfeited. Whatever. We're gonna look for another game. That was a 3-0. Okay, it was a 2-0. Oh yeah, because the Cresselia. That was a 3-0 basically. I could have played that better. A +1 return does not even do like 50% damage to a Cresselia, so I had to Dragon Dance again, or I could have just went out into Hydreigon. You know what? I should have went out into Hydreigon as I was thinking initially. That would have gave me my best chance to actually win. But it's whatever. I want to just go look for another game right now. I really feel like that game. I feel like if I didn't get parried so many times, even though I feel like that's against me, I could have eventually recovered up until I got enough health back, and I could have just killed it off with a return, and then I would have walled the Hydreigon for the future, and I would have been in good shape, I think. But it's whatever, that's what happened. Cresselia definitely destroys me, and my way to deal with Cresselia is Magnezone, and I didn't actually, and Hydreigon, both of them together, but I didn't bring them, that's the problem. I should have brought both, Hydreigon and Magnezone, and did not bring Garchomp, but it's whatever. That game is out of the way. Let's just try to do better in future games. Again, this game, Altaria destroys the Rotom Wash, Blaziken, and the Latias. So what are my problems when I'm facing my opponent with this with my Pokemon right now? First and foremost, I predict a baton passing Blaziken. So I want Quagsire all the way in the back. All the way in the back. Even though if that's a stored power Mega Latias, I am done. I'm done. I don't stand a chance. But I think it's a screener. I think it's a screening Latias lead. But that's just what I'm assuming. Like, I'm probably completely wrong. But whatever it is, I'm going to start off with Greninja because Greninja's nice. It's a really nice Pokemon. Or do I want to start off with something else? I don't know. I'm going to start off with Magnezone. I'm going to start off with Quagsire. If I see a Latias lead, I'm just going to go out into Magnezone. Magnezone can also do with the Porygon 2 1v1 with Flash Cannons, and also with the Rotom and the Mawile particularly. But then I need to have an Altaria with me as well, so that's important. That's really important. So I'm going to have Altaria. I'm not going to use Greninja because Mawile, I can't do anything to Mawile. I have Gunk Shot, Grass Knot, Dark Pulse, and Ice Beam. So yeah, Mawile walls me. Altaria, Quagsire, and Magnezone. So let's see what this team can do. I hope we win this one. I mean, I know I'm 1700 plus, but like my opponents aren't up there, so why am I losing, you know? Obviously, when I got up, whatever, this team is definitely alright. It's not bad at all, not bad at all. Going so far 50-50, in the 1700s is not bad. Not bad at all. Right now, I'm just gonna use Earthquake because why not? Because it has. Oh, no, I'm gonna go for Scald. Screw it. I'm gonna go for Scald. He might just go for a. I don't know. Latios? No, Latias. So I'm just gonna go for Scald. It's my best move in my opinion. He has a Latias. He has a Blaziken. He has a Mawile. He has a Kangaskhan. He has a Rotom Washing Machine and a Porygon 2. Even if I can get a burn off versus Porygon 2, I'm in great shape. So if I can get a burn off on Porygon 2, if I can get a burn off on Rotom. If I can get a burn on this thing, if I get a burn on anything, if I get a super effective hit on Blaziken, I'm in good shape. So Scald is my best move right now, and if this guy knocks off my Rocky Helmet, then I might be in trouble. But this is a Mega Mawile, so hopefully I won't be in trouble. Hopefully I burn it. Burn the Mawile. Burn the Mawile. Knock off is gonna destroy my soul. Please burn the Mawile. I burned the Mawile, and now this Mawile is doo-doo. Mawile is doo-doo. Now, I'm saying please burn please burn Scald. If you guys like use Scald, experience Scald, you know that Scald is like a freaking like near 100% of the time kind of. This is a screening Latias. That's what I'm thinking. It's not Mega, so I know that much. It doesn't have a Taunt Pass, so I'm not worried about that either. We'll go into my Magnezone, and good things can only happen unless it carries Earthquake, which, I mean, why wouldn't you use Latios if you're gonna do that? I mean, that's my opinion on the matter. Okay, so he has Psychic. I still think he has Screens, but you can never be too sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he has Hidden Power Fire. He'd probably reset for it. But what I'm going to do is, okay, let's look at my opponent's team again. They have probably going to go into the Rotom. But let's look. He has a Mawile, a Blaziken. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch. He doesn't have any immunities, right? And if he goes into a Blaziken predicting a Flash Cannon, well, I'm a Volt Switch out. If he goes into Rotom Wash, I do big damage and I Volt Switch out. Anything, Volt Switch out, big damage. So I'm in good shape. Okay, so he has Surf. I'm just going to Volt Switch out. Again, his potential Pokemon would be Blaziken, Rotom Wash, and Porygon 2. So I need Magnezone for Porygon 2. Right now, though, I'm going to go out into my Altaria. Because I destroy the world. I'm going to Mega Evolve, and then I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance, and it's going to be awesome. Unless he carries Thunder Wave, which I seriously doubt. Sure, he's going to Ice Beam me, but what's he going to do with the Ice Beam? I don't see anything dangerous coming from that Ice Beam. He has a Porygon 2, so that really sucks. Like, extremely, like, wow, kind of, like, seriously sucks. But it's fine because now I know he has a Porygon 2, and I'm in good shape because I can go out into my Magnezone, and I can fire off Flash Cannons. I don't care about anything now. Choice Specs Flash Cannons, you stand no chance. No chance at all. Unless you freeze me with an Ice Beam. Then you stand a serious chance, and I should not have switched out if that was the case. But it's fine, because I think I should have brought Magnezone the last game and Dragon Dance and then went out into either Magnezone or Hydreigon last game that I had, and I didn't do that. So, that stunk. That stinks. What? Suck plus stink together is like, what? Stunk? What? Sunk? I don't even know. Stink plus suck together equals sunk. Wow. Wow. That's... Wow, guys. Stink plus suck. If you stink and you suck, that means you sunk. And that's how people end up sinking, because they stink and they suck. Wow, wow. That's very cruel. Anyway, I'm going to fire off Choice Specs Flash Cannons because that's my overall the best move in case if he switches out into the Latios. He's going to go for the Recover. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Latias, whatever. I'm fine with that because I can fire off my powerful Choice Specs boosted Flash Cannons, and whatever you switch out into is going to die. Or take massive damage, and you can't do anything to me, so you get a special defense drop, well, you're in trouble. And you cannot PP stall me. Well, I think you can. But it doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure you're going to get a special defense drop by then. And once that happens, you're going to be forced to switch out. And once you switch out, then I'm going to be in great shape because something's going to die or take massive, massive damage. Or maybe anything will die. Anything that switches out is going to end up dying. And what I do know is I can just switch out into my own Altaria if I... Well, actually, no, that's risky. I can just switch out into my Quagsire if you switch out into Latias and it doesn't die. Because... But then, if you have Healing Wish on your Latias, oh man. Okay, now it's troublesome if he has Healing Wish on Latias. But anyway, I can switch out into my Quagsire because Quagsire already burned the Mawile. I don't need Quagsire for anything else. I can just sack off Quagsire versus the Latias if it comes in. Latias is so uncommon. I'm so used to Latios. You're going to switch out into the Latias thinking you can survive. But you're not going to survive. Actually, you probably will. Never mind. Yeah, you survived. You got a special defense drop. You're gonna use Surf or Healing Wish. I don't know which one. You see, that's what that's the problem. I'm gonna go out into Quagsire because I can sack Quagsire off. I need Magnezone for the Porygon 2. I seriously need it. I do predict a Healing Wish, but you know what? If Healing Wish does come and it goes out into Quagsire, then again, I have to burn that thing with my, I'm not mad. If he goes out into Mawile, I have to burn it with my Quagsire. So Quagsire is my best move right now, and we'll see what happens. I just hope my opponent thought of their things. They're probably doing a damage calc on Magnezone to see if Surf kills it, because they probably don't have Healing Wish, which I wouldn't be surprised. They probably have like Ice Beam, Surf, Draco, and Psyshock. Or Psychic, whatever. Or Psychic Psyshock, I don't know. I do predict a Healing Wish though, because why would you run a Latias and not a Latios if you're not gonna... Okay, so okay, alright. That did how much damage? That did 60 damage, right on mark, right? And how much special defense? You have 86, you have 111, so I don't know what would have happened. Oh well. By the way, does it show what's positive? It doesn't show what's positive. Ah, who cares? Who cares? Alright, so right now, what do I do? Do I use Scald? Do I use Ice Beam? I want to go for an Ice Beam. Why not? He's gonna go for a Surf. Does he not have Draco? Well, I'm gonna kill the Latias off, and I'm gonna be in good shape. I'm gonna be in real good shape because I can handle the Mawile. Now I used Ice Beam because whether he wants to switch out into Porygon 2 or he wants to switch out into Mawile, Mawile is already burned, so it doesn't matter. Latias is gonna end up dying. It's my best move to kill it. If it tries to attack me for whatever reason and I survive, and if he went out to Porygon 2, I have a chance to freeze. And I need to make sure Latias dies. So right now I can just go for a recover because I'm unaware. I don't care about your sword stances or substitutes, and you're burned, so that player off ain't gonna do anything. I'm barely survive, but if it was a crit, it would have killed me. But yeah, I mean, Scald is an amazing move. Like, granted, if he landed a knockoff and then I didn't get the burn versus him that first turn, he would have killed me with a play rough next turn. But then I would have had a Magnezone to go out into. He got a crit, doesn't matter. Last turn it would have mattered, but again, it's whatever. I'll still win with the other Pokemon. So I'm just going to keep on recovering because, again, I want to burn that Porygon 2 if I can help myself. Can I switch out? I don't want Porygon 2 to get unaware. That's all I want to. That's all I wanted to say. Next turn, I'm going to switch out into something else because I do not want the Porygon 2 to come in and trace unaware, because then I can't set up on it with my Altaria and destroy it. So next turn, I'm going to switch out into my Magnezone. Alright, so this is my play that I'm making, and I do resist it. It still almost killed me. That was insanity. Alright, so the opponent dies. So that's wonderful. So yeah, keep in mind, guys, if my opponent got the Unaware, if my opponent traced the Unaware, I would have been in massive trouble. Massive. Like absolute massive trouble. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Volt Switch. I'm going to Volt Switch, and then I'm going to come back later with my Magnezone to Flash Cannon this thing again and again and again, because I want to make sure to burn it. I want to make sure to burn it with Quagsire, and then I'm going to burn it, and then I'm going to recover, and then hopefully by the time Quagsire goes down, my opponent, and the good thing is that I have Scald, so Freeze doesn't mean anything to me. I can just recover right now. And yeah, as I was saying, I can... yeah, I am slower. Oh, wow. But he got a crit, I think, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, he got a crit, so it doesn't matter. If I burn this Porygon 2, then hopefully by the time Magnezone comes in, I can actually do good things. Hopefully my opponent forfeits. I would really like it if my opponent forfeited. My opponent's probably rage quitting right now. As you guys can see, there's no timer, move selecting timer coming on, and they probably rage quitted. Which is fine. I mean, they could have just forfeited. It would have saved us the trouble. We could also see the points that I have next game. But it's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and understood all of my decisions for that last game. And again, I feel like I still would have won, alright, if I played it proper. Even if I didn't get that first turn burn on the Mawile, I would have just, at least... I could have, that play rough could have missed, or it would have not missed next turn, and I would have done good stuff to it, and the next turn I would have trapped it with Magnezone, and I would have killed it with Magnezone, and then I could have used Magnezone later for the Porygon 2, and I believe the last Pokemon was the Altaria, and I had a Mega Altaria that I can just set up with, and I can like tear up worlds with. So seriously, I think I would have ended up winning that game anyway, unless... yeah, like, it's just, obviously, I guess, if you want to be, like, super, if you want to be very biased, you would say that you only won because of the Scald, first turn burn, but no, I wouldn't say so. But yeah, Scald does do that anyway, so it's not like it's a 10% chance or a 6% chance, 30% chance to burn, and Scald, if you guys have experience with it, usually you're almost always on the receiving end of the Scald, or you're almost always burning your opponent anyway, so really it's not really something to debate or be all oh, he won because of hacks only kind of thing. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to click that like button, leave a rating, share this video with your buddies, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more serious laddering in the future, sometime in the future, I don't know when, and I'm going to mess around with doubles in the future. Again, not at the moment, but in the future. I also already did Mega Evolution teams for all the other Megas except for the Latios, Latias, and Salamence, and Lopunny. Lopunny is the last one I'm going to do right after I finish Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria team part 3 is going to be the next video you should watch if you already watched part 1 and part 2 of Mega Altaria. Do not forget to watch part 3 before heading on elsewhere. This was GroudonEmpire. Peace out.